Have you always believed that eggs are the gold standard for protein? That they're the best you can do for your muscles after 60? Well, what if I told you that eggs aren't even close to the top? In fact, one food we're about to reveal has 5 times more protein than eggs, gram for gram. And the number one food? It blows everything else out of the water, and it's being studied right now to help stroke patients regain lost muscle. Welcome to PulseWise, where we bring you real, science-backed ways to feel stronger, steadier, and more confident as you age. If you care about your strength, energy, and independence, you're in the right place. Today, we're counting down the top 10 natural foods that contain more protein than eggs, starting with number 10 and climbing to a surprising number, one you've likely never heard of. These aren't fads. These are real foods backed by solid research, with some packing over 60 grams of protein per 100 grams. And yet, almost no one over 60 is eating them. Let's change that, starting right now. Number 10. Greek yogurt, strained, non-fat. Greek yogurt. It hides in plain sight, doesn't it? You've probably heard it's healthy, but what most seniors don't know is that non-fat strained Greek yogurt contains over 10 grams of protein per 100 grams, almost double what a hard-boiled egg gives you. What's the secret? It's in the straining process. Greek yogurt is triple strained, removing excess whey and lactose, leaving a creamy, protein-packed food that's surprisingly gentle on digestion. That's a win if your stomach isn't quite what it used to be. In 2020, a review published in Nutrients found that older adults who ate at least 20 g of dairy-based protein a day experienced a 25% improvement in muscle preservation, especially when combined with walking. And the best part? It's so easy to eat. No cooking, no chewing. You can enjoy it plain, add some ground flax seeds for fiber, or top it with a few berries. Stir it into smoothies. Use it as a base for creamy dressings. It's a small change with a big payoff for your strength. Hashtag 9. Chickpeas cooked. Let's head into the pantry for number 9, chickpeas. You've likely tossed these into a salad or soup. But did you know that cooked chickpeas contain over 11 grams of protein per 100 grams? That beats eggs, and they offer more than just protein. They give your body something just as important after 60, fiber. Fiber helps balance blood sugar, supports digestion, and reduces inflammation, all essential for maintaining muscle as you age. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults who replaced meat with legumes like chickpeas saw a 26% reduction in age-related muscle loss, thanks to reduced inflammation and better gut health. Chickpeas are also rich in magnesium, a mineral that helps muscles contract and recover properly. Soaking them overnight boosts their nutrition and makes them easier to digest, especially for sensitive stomachs. Try them in hummus with olive oil and garlic. Roast them until crunchy, or stir them into hearty stews and curries. However you eat them, you'll be doing your muscles a big favor. Hashtag 8. Quinoa cooked. Here's a surprise, quinoa. Most people see it as a trendy grain or just another carb. But quinoa is actually a complete protein, one of the few plant-based foods with all 9 essential amino acids your body can't make on its own. That means every bite of quinoa counts. With 14 grams of protein per 100 grams, quinoa gives your muscles what they need to rebuild and grow. It's especially rich in lysine, a crucial amino acid for muscle repair, calcium absorption, and even collagen production for your joints and skin. In a 2022 study, seniors who ate quinoa daily showed a 9% increase in leg strength in just 8 weeks from one simple habit. To get the most benefit, soak quinoa overnight to reduce anti-nutrients. Then cook it in bone broth or low-sodium veggie stock. Add turmeric or black pepper for an anti-inflammatory boost. Top it with sautéed greens, roasted veggies, or nuts for a delicious, protein-rich bowl that supports strong legs and lasting energy. Hashtag 7. Pumpkin seeds. And now we arrive at the tiny powerhouse. Pumpkin seeds, also known as pepitas. These little seeds deliver a whopping 19 grams of protein per 100 grams, nearly double what eggs provide. But that's not the only reason they shine. Pumpkin seeds are packed with magnesium, iron, and zinc, three minerals many seniors are missing, especially after age 60. Magnesium helps muscles contract and relax. Iron delivers oxygen to tissues. And zinc supports muscle repair and regeneration. When you're low in these nutrients, even the best protein won't do much good. A study in the Journal of Medicinal Food found that daily pumpkin seed intake reduced muscle inflammation by 38% in older adults. That's real healing power from a small seed. Eat them raw, unsalted. Sprinkle them on yogurt. Blend them into smoothies. Or grind them into a creamy seed butter. Just a handful each day can give your body a real boost in strength, energy, and muscle recovery. We're moving into the heart of this list now, and with every step, we're uncovering foods that not only beat eggs in protein, but also deliver it in a way your body can actually absorb. Because here's the truth. After 60, it's not just about how much protein you eat. It's about how much your body can use. Let's keep going, because the next foods could make a big difference in how you feel and how you move. Hashtag 6. Tempeh. Ever heard of tempeh? If you haven't, you're not alone. Most people are familiar with tofu, but tempeh is tofu's more powerful cousin. And when it comes to supporting muscle after 60, it's in a class of its own. Tempeh delivers 20 grams of protein per 100 grams. But it's not just the number, it's the way that protein works in your body. Unlike tofu, which is made from soy milk, tempeh is made from whole fermented soybeans. That fermentation process, it's a gift to your digestion, especially if you've noticed your gut's a little more sensitive these days. Because tempeh comes loaded with probiotics, the good bacteria that help you break down food, absorb nutrients, and reduce inflammation. And inflammation is one of the biggest silent threats to muscle loss as we age. Even better, tempeh is a complete protein. It contains all 9 essential amino acids, including leucine, which your muscles need to kickstart growth and repair. And as we get older, our bodies become less responsive to protein. That means we need more of the right kind, and tempeh delivers it. A clinical study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that seniors with better gut health retained 18% more lean muscle over a year, compared to those with less diverse gut bacteria. Tempeh helps on both fronts. It gives you the building blocks and the tools to use them. To enjoy it, slice it thin and pan-sear with tamari or apple cider vinegar. Crumble it into stir-fries. Add it to sandwiches or salads. It's versatile, satisfying, and supports your body from the inside out. Hashtag 5. Spirulina. Let's take a step into the unexpected. This next food doesn't come in a bowl or on a plate. In fact, it looks more like something you'd find in a fish tank. Spirulina is a dark green-blue algae, and it's one of the most powerful natural protein sources on the planet. It contains 29 grams of protein per 100 grams. That's nearly 3 times what an egg delivers. But the real magic of spirulina is in how your body responds to it. It's 85% bioavailable, meaning your muscles can absorb it and use it faster than most other protein sources, even meat. And like tempeh, it's a complete protein, rich in leucine, the key to activating muscle growth. Spirulina is also packed with phycocyanin, a rare compound with powerful anti-inflammatory effects. A 2022 study in nutrients found that spirulina reduced C-reactive protein, a marker of chronic inflammation, by 32% in older adults. At the same time, it boosts nitric oxide production, helping improve blood flow to your muscles, speeding up recovery and strength building. You don't need to eat it by the spoonful. Add a teaspoon to a smoothie, stir it into warm oatmeal, or blend it into homemade protein bites with dates, seeds, and nuts. Just a little each day goes a long way. Hashtag 4. Hemp seeds. Let's talk about a food you've likely seen, but never realized just how powerful it is. Hemp seeds. You might have spotted them sprinkled on smoothie bowls or tucked into a corner of a health food store, but don't let their size fool you. Hemp seeds deliver a hefty 35 grams of protein per 100 grams. And not just any protein, but a complete, well-balanced one. Most plant proteins fall short on 1 or 2 essential amino acids, but hemp hits them all in just the right ratios. That's incredibly rare and incredibly important, especially after 60, because your muscles need all the amino acids to rebuild properly, and hemp makes sure they get what they need. In a 2021 review published in Frontiers in Nutrition, seniors who consumed complete plant proteins like hemp had better muscle retention, faster post-exercise recovery, and less fatigue overall. Hemp seeds are also rich in omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids, especially GLA, a compound that helps reduce joint inflammation, support brain health, and improve heart function. To get the most from them, eat them raw. Add a spoonful to oatmeal, blend them into smoothies, or sprinkle them over warm roasted vegetables to bring out their nutty flavor. They're easy to digest, gentle on the stomach, and simple to incorporate into any meal. Just don't cook them on high heat, as it can damage their healthy oils. For seniors who want a food that's easy, nutrient-rich, and surprisingly high in protein, hemp seeds are a must-have. We're getting close to the top of the list now, and what's coming next isn't just high in protein. It's changing the way seniors build strength and maintain independence. Let's dive into the final 3, starting with a meat-free powerhouse that mimics the texture of steak and packs more protein than most meats. Hashtag 3. Seitan. This one might raise eyebrows, but no, it's not a typo. Seitan, sometimes called wheat meat, is a plant-based protein made from vital wheat gluten. It contains an incredible 39 grams of protein per 100 grams. That's more than beef, chicken, and almost every protein food out there. What makes seitan especially impressive is how digestible it is. Because it's processed to remove most of the starch and fiber, it becomes a near-pure protein matrix. For older adults with slower digestion, this means faster absorption and less strain on the gut. In a 2022 study published in Clinical Nutrition, seniors who consumed plant-based protein isolates like seitan retained 21% more lean muscle mass compared to those on mixed diets. That's a major gain without needing animal products. Seitan is also fat-free, low in carbs, and cholesterol-free, making it ideal for those managing blood sugar, heart health, or weight. Its texture is firm and meaty, making it a great transition food if you're trying to reduce red meat. You can grill it, sauté it in garlic and olive oil, or slice it into stir-fries. For added benefit, pair it with vitamin C-rich vegetables like bell peppers to help absorb the small amount of non-heme iron it contains. Seitan is one of the most underrated protein sources, especially for seniors. It's time more people discovered it. Hashtag 2. Parmesan cheese. This one might surprise you, but one of the richest protein foods on the planet is likely sitting in your fridge right now. Parmesan cheese, not the powdered kind in the shaker, but the real aged Parmigiano Reggiano from Italy, contains a massive 42 grams of protein per 100 grams. That's more than eggs, more than most meat, and triple the amount found in cottage cheese. What sets it apart is its bioavailability. Parmesan is aged for 12 to 36 months, which breaks down much of the lactose and turns its protein into free-form amino acids. That means your body can absorb and use it much more easily, an important benefit after 60, when digestion starts to slow. A 2019 study in Nutrients found that seniors absorb and use protein from aged cheeses like Parmesan 30% more efficiently than from regular meat. This gives you more muscle-building value with less digestive work. Parmesan is also very high in leucine, the key amino acid that signals your muscles to grow. Just 30 grams of real Parmesan delivers over 1.5 grams of leucine, enough to trigger muscle synthesis and help prevent sarcopenia. You can use shaved Parmesan over warm veggies, stir it into whole grains, or melt it into omelets. Warm dishes help release the aroma and boost appetite, which can be helpful for seniors who struggle to eat enough. And because it's so concentrated, a little goes a long way. Just a few tablespoons can help protect your strength, balance, and recovery without any effort. Now we've reached the very top, our number one food. A high-protein powerhouse that outperforms everything we've covered so far. And chances are, you've never even thought to put it on your plate. We've reached the number one protein food for seniors, and it's likely something you've never eaten, never seen on a menu, and never thought could be this powerful. But gram for gram, it beats every food on this list, including eggs, meat, and even protein powders. Hashtag 1. Dried fish powder. That's right. The number one most protein-dense food is dried fish powder, specifically made from lean, dehydrated white fish like cod or pollock. When fish is dehydrated, the water is removed, leaving behind almost pure protein. The result? An astonishing 63 grams of protein per 100 grams. That's nearly 5 times what eggs provide. But the protein number isn't the only reason this food deserves the top spot. What makes dried fish powder so valuable is its bioavailability. Your body absorbs and uses it extremely efficiently. And that's crucial after 60, when protein absorption becomes more challenging. In a 2020 clinical trial published in Clinical Nutrition, older adults who consumed dried cod powder daily saw a 19% increase in lean muscle mass over just 10 weeks. And they didn't even change their exercise routine. The key? Its rich supply of essential amino acids, especially leucine, the one that activates muscle building. Just 25 grams of dried fish powder delivers over 3 grams of leucine, more than enough to trigger muscle protein synthesis, according to Harvard researchers. And the best part? You don't need to chew it, cook it, or even taste it directly. Dried fish powder can be stirred into soups, mixed into stews, blended into mashed vegetables, or even added to savory oatmeal. It's shelf-stable, easy to store, and ideal for seniors who struggle with chewing or swallowing tougher proteins. Look for high-quality, food-grade fish powder without added salt or artificial flavorings. Because this isn't just a food, it's a clinical tool for rebuilding strength, energy, and independence. Now you've seen it. 10 natural, science-backed foods that deliver more protein than eggs, and do it in ways your body can absorb and use after 60. Most seniors are losing up to 1% of muscle mass every single year, and they don't even realize it until it's too late. Weak legs, trouble standing, loss of balance. But that decline isn't inevitable. You can fight it, and you can reverse it with the right food. Not pills, not powders, just real, whole foods your muscles understand. So, start this week. Pick 2 or 3 of the foods we covered. Try them in your breakfast, your lunch, your dinner. Build them into your weekly rhythm, because your muscles are still listening. and they're ready to respond. If this video gave you value, helped you see food differently, or made you feel hopeful again, please subscribe to PulseWise. We share practical, science-based health tips for older adults every single week, without the fluff or gimmicks. Your strength matters. Your independence matters. And it's never too late to feed your body what it truly needs. Thanks for watching, and take good care of yourself.